Khaled, we the best season has returned. Cause I'm out here grinding. I do this for the streets, the runners. Cause I'm out here grinding. I don't care what nobody say, I'ma be me. Stay hood, stay raised in the streets. Talk about greatness whenever they speak about me. Cause I'm out here grinding. I ain't splitting nothing with nobody, homie. I gotta get me. Cause I'm out here grinding. I ain't slipping 8 days, I can go for 8 weeks. Ain't nothing to me, cause I am the street.
Put my life on the line, but I'm likely to ride. I'm on top of the game, if you like it or not. That's how I get the free strawberry sushi sweet. You be dealing with when you're dealing with G's. Now she deal with the realest, shopping like it's still December. Diplomat on the fender of the phantom, I'm the winner. I do it for the hood, I do it cause you can't. Your suckers wish you could, Ricky Ross in the bank.
Hey fans, heard you bringing my name up. Know you want me bad, think I give a fuck. Bet indictment now, my price go up. Came in the world thugging, leaving with big. Yeah, I run with on me, so what? What you want me to tell ya? Send your informant, I bet he leave bust. Ain't scared to go, I believe in Jesus.
I don't care what nobody say, I'ma be me. Stay hood, stay raised in the streets. Talk about greatness.
Today we have a jam-packed show filled with the latest scores, trending stories, and some jaw-dropping highlights this week in youth athletics. Whether you're a player, parent, or just a sports fan, we've got something for you. Let's dive right in.
Welcome back to the Fan Fanatics. Here we are with another great episode for you. We got great interviews today, man. We got a special guest, my main man, Dennis Love, man. I hold him dear and near to my heart, man. That was my freshman coach, freshman teacher, man. Mr. Love, man. What's up?
What up, what up, what up? Excited to be
What's
here,
going
man.
on, Coach Love? Hey, I don't know you as Teacher Love. I know you as Coach Love, man, and appealing the community and all the other stuff you do. So,
Anyway, Affleck. No, no, listen, Love, man. Appreciate you for appreciate you for joining us, man. Let's just jump into it, man. Listen, you have arguably a star coming out. Tell me how's this process going for the both of y'all, man, and how y'all navigating through it.
Well, it's really a humbling experience, man. Humbly, him being in this spot, I gotta say that it was expected, right? And I say that humbly, of course, coming through St. Louis, we've always been hard working, head down, had a lot of good influence around, from Larry Hughes, Brad, Jason. Of course, he's coached by, arguably the best coach to come through here in Justin Tatum. But he came up, man, and he's always worked. I'll say that I called it when he was in the 3rd grade that he would be a McDonald's All-American, and that all came to fruition. So it's really a great process, a great experience to be in, and to see it all come together for him.
That's what's up.
let me take you back, man. I remember the first time seeing y'all when my guys stepped on the AAU scene. Y'all was with Team Ramey, and we were Seminoles Elite, right? And I was like, man, we looked at the schedule. Oh, we play Team Ramey. So he brought in the younger guys to beat us by 20, right? So I'm like, I just knew, like, these guys got to be our age. They couldn't tell me no different. So at what point did you know, like, well, I guess you said you knew early in 3rd grade, but at what point did you know, like, the Ramey was the way to go at an early age? Because other people was doing their own rec teams and stuff like that. And you as a coach, as a dad, you could have did your own thing, but you went to T. Ramey. So
That's a great question. Honestly, man, shout out to TarHeel, man. So, of course, when Caleb came on the scene, Caleb was tall. And so I tried to place him on other teams. I didn't want to coach him. I honestly tried to place him on other teams, man. And I remember taking him to the Majestic. And, man, everybody was trying to place him in a post because he was tall early. Well, I know it's St. Louis, man. We not Chicago. We not Milwaukee. We not New York. We don't have these tall NBA players, playing babies and kids. You know what I'm saying? We all guards here. I don't care if you 6'8", you got to be a guard here. And so understanding that, I tried to place him on teams, man, and it was dad's coaching. They wouldn't let him play. And so I put together a little team and I would coach him. And I didn't know it was that serious until I ran into Terrell, man. I had Caleb playing up third grade when he was in the first grade. And we played against Terrell at Herbert Hoover, and that's his national championship team. That's what Courtney were in the third grade. That's his national championship team. And I saw these dudes doing things like high school kids, and I had to coach high school at Normandy, and I said, "Oh, these guys are special." And so I asked Terrell, and he accepted me to come on and be a team under him. At that time, Terrell didn't have, he had a high school team, and he had his third grade team. He allowed me to come over there. I really wanted Caleb to play with him, but he said, "Nah, man, you can coach with him." And so that's when we went into that arena. And then, Caleb watching Courtney and Torrance and DeAndre and those guys, man, he just said, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Caleb always thought he was as good as those dudes, man. He just said he just really didn't think like that, and I got to give a shout out to Normandy, man, because I worked with a lot of kids at Normandy, man. And when I wasn't that experienced, I was a football player, man. And I worked with a lot of kids at Normandy, and Normandy had elite athletes. And so I had an opportunity to learn a lot of stuff from those kids that I actually, implanted in Caleb. And Caleb had been around the kids at Normandy, man, the Lawrences, and he was influenced by all of that from a little kid.
Okay.
So, Love, take me this, right? I got a question because I ain't get to be a part of this, man. I just want to know how do y'all navigate this NIL? Like, how do y'all really navigate through this? You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. I'm gonna say this. I like and don't like NIL. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. A lot of these kids come from urban communities, man. You got kids. I was a college ball player, Lawrence. You were an elite college ball player. I didn't get to participate in NIL. I got NIL, at dinners. People pass me envelopes and things like that, right? So, but you understand what I'm saying, right? But this is all legal and is out there. What I don't like about it, man, you can be on a team and be making $100,000. I think it's going to be up to 300,000-400,000 on the bench. And what I don't like about it is that when I finished playing football, man, I kind of went through a depression because it was like it's over, right?
Right.
I don't get to play anymore. Now, everybody not running up to you, kissing your butt, want to take pictures, want autographs, and the money. But now these guys, the money is gone. What I don't like about NIL, I wish they would put the money in a trust or something for the kids for a future, because these kids come from backgrounds, man, that they're not the most financially literate, and the numbers haven't changed. People in the NBA, people in the NFL, they say 6 years after done playing, they go bankrupt. So I think it's great that guys get paid. I don't like the fact that there's no one giving them guidance on the money. Man, I done ran into kids that didn't even know they needed to pay taxes on that money, right? And Uncle Sam gets his part always, right?
For
So
sure.
NIL is great. How do we navigate it, man? We didn't necessarily go for the money. Caleb had some crazy offers last year that he could have got paid. And listen, he's gotten paid, but
Skims, I've
we
seen them.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I seen them.
Even after the season, man, money's still been raking in. But we could have left Arizona and got 3-4 times the amount of money that he was making. But man, we loyal people, man. Even coming up, man, you've seen this. Caleb could have opportunities to go play with other teams, go to nationals with other teams. He's always been a kid, man, and I've always been a person. You play with one team, and that's it. I don't believe in the team hopping, and we didn't believe in that in college. We left North Carolina and transferred, man. That wasn't necessarily a situation that we wanted to do. We were kind of forced into that situation, and it turned out to be a blessing.
That's what's up.
Okay. Man, my question is what I always ask these professionals in these college students' parents. Sit in them stands. I ain't talking about home games. I'm talking about them away games. I know you at every game. I follow you on Facebook, so I watch it all the time. Some of the crazy things you gotta hear them say about your son. Like, how do you take that? Like, you just smile and wave. I know Lawrence got a song. He was smiling and wave, but
Yeah,
you
well, man,
just
you know what?
smile.
I give a lot of props to Caleb, man, because man, we went to a Boston Celtics game to go watch Jason, and we walking, and somebody said something foul to Caleb. It was a Duke fan, but he said something real foul, and I'm ready to get him. That's still my son. You can say whatever you want to say about me, man, but when you talk about my kids, that's different. So I'm ready to get him. And Caleb, hey, Dad, the cameras are watching. I didn't even notice it. So he's had really thick skin with it, man, and he said he learned it from me because when I was coaching him, of course, man, people said I was playing daddy ball and things like that. A lot of people in St. Louis didn't like me because they didn't even know me, but just because I was coaching the team, I was attached to Ramey. We would bust some heads, and people, man, they didn't like me. Some of the same folks say they got love for me now, and it's all good because I understand the city where I live, where I'm from, right? That's just how we are. But man, you just gotta have thick skin, man, because a lot of folks just don't know. They say things, and especially the internet people, man. I call them the internet thugs, man. They hide behind the keyboard and they say different things, man. And so you can't get caught up into it because it's still a whole adage of they only talking about you because you somebody. If they not saying anything about you, you ain't doing nothing. And that's just what we prescribe to.
Absolutely.
Hate is just another form of love, right? And it's a lot of love for him, throughout. So we appreciate that.
Right
I got a
on.
question. So, I'm big in the mental health field, man, and especially checking on kids' mental wellness, man, as opposed as always checking on their physical wellness, man. Like, what do you do as a parent, what I'm saying, to make sure your kids' mental there? Because, being an athlete, if their mental not in the right place for these games, no matter how much talent they have, these games become difficult, man. So how did you mentally keep him, focused on, getting to the promised land?
Well, we are really heavy on, and we godparents. So that's the foundation, right? And shout out to his mom, man, because she stayed in that position, and so that keeps us all at peace. On the flip side of it, Lawrence, I would say I stay close to him because you know Caleb went through a situation, man. He came out of high school projected top 10 one and done kid, and it didn't go like we had planned it to go. And then he come back his sophomore year, and of course, honestly, I told him to leave after we made that national championship run. Man, Caleb could have been a first round pick that year, and I told him to leave. We had Team Santa was taking him first round. He made the decision to come back, and then things weren't moving the way we wanted it to move. But he never flinched, man. He never flinched. And I used to stay, part of me going to every game, part of me being there all the time is because I wanted to stay close. And honestly, I was staying close because I didn't want him to get caught up. Man, kids got to cope somehow. People got to cope somehow. Man, some people turn to drugs, some people turn to alcohol, they turn to different things. And I didn't want him to do that, man. But he was solid all the way around, man. He stayed in there, and it was a lot of prayer, man. And it worked out. I can say this: the circle, his circle is really small. It's really just his mom and his mom and I. But outside of that, people that have really showed him love and been there from Tat, um, um, and just different ones that have been really close to him. You know how it is, Lawrence, and Van. You even know this: when everything is going well, your phone buzzes. Then when it looks like it went the other way, all of a
They
sudden
jump
you
ship.
see, it's kind of quiet. And he went through that, and he's seen that. But fortunately, he had parents that were able to say, "I told you that was going to happen." So we already knew before it happened that things were going to come. And so you find out who's really there, and you're just thankful that it all comes back around, and now you can really see.
Before I get to my last question, I gotta ask you a one word answer question. The
Hmm.
best college stadium that you visited with Caleb was?
And man, can I give you about five or six of them?
Nope.
Hey,
Come on,
listen,
come on.
I got to give you five or six because man, that's a great question, man. Because people ask me, they don't ask me for the number one. They ask me to rank them, right? And I'm gonna give them to you, man. Not in order, because if I give it to you in order, I'm gonna slight someone. So I'm gonna give McKell a shout out. That's the University of Arizona. I'm gonna give McKell a shout out, man. It's crazy there. It's a vibe. You know, that's home, right? I'm gonna give Carolina a shout out because that's Chapel Hill. That's the Dean, Roy Williams, Court Dean, the Dean Dome. You know, that's bananas. Now these next ones I'm gonna give you, it's probably gonna surprise you, right? And I'm gonna rank these.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this one in right here at number 4. I think I got 4. Now I'm gonna give you 3. At number 3, I'm going University of Kansas.
It's like
Oh,
that.
yeah. I'm a rock chalk, so we good. Go ahead.
Number 3,
We made
University
top 3.
Hey, let me tell you, man. If you've never been to a game there, you gotta put that on your bucket list. When I tell you, man, it's a whole movement, man. The energy is crazy. Right? It definitely helps them to get victories, right? Number 3, I'm coming in at KU, man. I'm glad I had the opportunity to do that. Number 2, Cameron, the Duke Blue Devils.
I can
Let
believe
me
that.
tell
I
you,
can see that.
let me tell you, it's a smaller stadium, man. They only get about 8,000 in there, but we can be standing right next to each other, and you can't even hear each other. They get super loud, man. The voices bounce off the wall, and then the fans, they cursing you out. They know everything about you. You know, they done called you the night before and said this and that. They holding up sign. It is crazy, right? Let me tell you about the experience I had there. When we played them there, man, I told Caleb, boy, I love you, son. Because Caleb gave me 2 tickets. People was in the bars before the game. Man, I give you 20,000 a piece. I said, I love Caleb. You know what I'm saying? Because, wait.
Say, it was almost come up time, huh?
Yeah, I could watch it in the bar, you know what I'm saying? But Cameron is crazy, man. You know, it's really Cameron crazy. And then number 1, man, Indiana. Man,
Whoa.
Indiana. Let me tell you, man. Man, they got all that white. They got candy strap pants on everybody in there. They call it, man, listen, I didn't even know what a pab was. They was calling some of our players, you a pab. I'm like, what the hell is a pab? I had to go to the restroom. I mean, what's a pab? A punk. Yes, sir. They going in, right?
Wow.
They're another knowledgeable fan base, man, and they really get it in like that. So those were some tight stadiums. But let me give a shout out to this stadium. You all gonna start hearing about a lot of this about them. I was gonna put them in the rankings. BYU. That shocked a lot of people, man. They threw a party there. Listen, and they're gonna be a top 10 team this year. They went out and spent a lot of money. They probably spent $10 million on their roster, man. They loaded, you know. But yeah, BYU, that's a party in Utah. You wouldn't think in Utah, but they love basketball. Mormon church love basketball. So that was it, man. You know, those are the
Right
stadiums.
on. So I know I usually let Lawrence close, but he always slow to move. So I'm gonna jump in.
I think you
next?
asked one more question. I want to answer because people ask me this question. They asked me, I think you asked me and I didn't answer it, man. When did I know Caleb was going to really be good? I'm gonna say this. I never knew he would. When Caleb was coming up, I didn't know he would be special like an NBA player or anything. I didn't even know he would be D1. I just wanted him to get a scholarship. I didn't want to pay for college. Like I paid for high school. I didn't want to pay for college, right? And people think he went to CBC for free. If I had $1 for every time somebody said that, I could have paid that tuition, right? But I knew he was going to be special, man. The reason why I say I knew he was going to be special, out in the 4th grade, is because I didn't have to tell him to work out. He was pulling me saying, let's go to the gym, right? Man, he would get up before school and he would run through the neighborhood, run blocks, then come home, shower, and get on the school bus. He would play video games, and between the video games, he was doing push-ups and squats, you know. He really, really loves basketball. And when I saw that in him, I said, you know, every person I know that's ever been successful, they are really resilient, you know, and that's what he was, man. His confidence never has, man, listen, I was his coach. And I used to tell him, man, don't you shoot another ball. And he would shoot another ball. So I switched it. I started saying to him, Man, I remember we was in Milwaukee. We were now listen, man. You know this. Parents travel, they spend money. I told Caleb, you ain't got to be first in sprints, but you got to be darn near close. You got to be first in the drills, all of that, right? Learned a lot of that from Terrell Ramey, right? Man, listen, we were in Milwaukee. We playing against Jalen Suggs, who plays with Orlando now. We didn't battle these teams, so we win this game. We in the championship game in Wisconsin, NY2LA. We up 2 points. Stop ball. I call a timeout. I say, man, all we got to do is hold the ball, and we good. Get the ball to Caleb. And Caleb, you ain't got to shoot it. They're going to come to foul. You go to the free throws and end it. This joker does a crossover. Hey, baby.
Man, he needs counseling. My name is Prince.
Let me
Boy,
get
we
you
just
your
on
necklace.
live filming.
You right? Let me get you your necklace. All right. He does a crossover, pulls up a jumper at the freaking elbow, misses it. Jalen Suggs throws the ball down court, hits a 3-pointer, and we lose. Every parent mad at him. But you know what I told him? I was mad at him, but I told him, give me a call, all right? What I told him is, hey man, I ain't tell him not to shoot because I ain't want to mess his confidence up. I said, you got to make the damn shot. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think to this day, he's not afraid to take a shot, man. But that's when I knew he was going to be good. When he started, I didn't have to tell him to work. He was working on his own.
As long as anything before we go.
Oh, no, man, Mr. Love, you know we go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac, my boy. Man, I appreciate you joining the show. And tell Caleb, man, when it comes to this foundation, man, if there's anything that he needs to know or connections to get his 501c3 started or anything you need me to do to help him out along this road, man, you know I'm always here for y'all.
For sure, man, for sure. It's always good, Lawrence, man. I'm so daggone proud of this boy, man. People don't know. Lawrence said he was going to the NFL. Lawrence will probably don't remember this. He's a freshman. I used to ask all the kids what you want to do. Lawrence said, I'm going to go to the NFL. The teachers would say to Lawrence, man, you need to have a backup plan. I say, Lawrence, the NFL is your backup plan. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence, I always knew that kid was going, man. He put on some classic shows. And Lawrence could have left, man. Hazelwood East wanted him and all of that. He didn't go, man. He wanted to beat them. He ain't want to go join. And that's exactly how Caleb is, man. Caleb could have left and joined teams. He wasn't on that LeBron stuff. He was on that MJ stuff, man. You already know.
Right on, man.
The GOAT, baby.
You done gave him some more ammunition, man. We go back and forth about him staying in Normandy. Golly. So
Hey,
he
man,
wasn't
listen,
lying.
let me tell you this, man. Man, let me tell you. I tell people this, man, and I had an opportunity. I'm going to say this for real, man. I've been saying this in barbershops. I seen Tony Van Zandt play. I seen Bebe, Anthony Stafford play. I went to Sumner, before I transferred to Parkway. I seen Jock Bond play. And I seen Didi play. Ain't none of them better than Lawrence, man. People think I'm crazy when I say that, man. Ain't none of them better than them, right? And the reason why I'm going to tell you that, those dudes had help around them. Lawrence, man, I seen he went over 1,000 yards in three. You know, y'all did 3 district games. He did over 1,000 yards in 3 district games. Boy from St. Mary's, the kid was good. I forget the kid name.
Simakaitis.
Yes, the kid was really good. Hey, the kid hit Lawrence. Lawrence fumbled the ball. Right. The next offensive possession, Lawrence, he had some wheels. He could have went around the boy. Instead, he was so mad, he ran the boy over, on him, and then went to the end zone. I seen it with my own 2 eyes, man. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. Right? I ain't telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I saw. The kid, Lawrence was really special, man. For real. And I'm talking about he was going against teams. He was going against teams. He was going against Pattonville when they were loaded, Hazelwood East when they were loaded, Central. I'm talking the suburban North was loaded. And Lawrence always was coming through. Always.
I'm trying not to hang up on you, Dennis, because now I ain't gonna hear the end of this, man. I'm trying not to hang up, man. But I appreciate it, man.
Listen,
For sure.
listen, man. We Mr. Love Didn't have to tell you that for you to believe that. Welcome back to the fan. Once again, it's your host, Morris Maroney. And now I'm here in the city of Florissant at the James Eagan Center. And let's go check out what the James Eagan Center got for the kids in the community for the city of Florissant. Follow me. What will we starting here?
We're actually going to start in the gymnasium, and we'll hit esports and a little bit of the ice and roller hockey.
So I would like to say, so y'all have a lot to offer for the youth in the community and for the kids of Florissant.
Yeah, absolutely. We have different athletic activities and programs that you guys can come and sign up for.
All right, come on. We're going to follow Missy, not me. So, Missy, where are we at? Tell us where we at.
Right now we're in the gymnasium at the James J. Eagan Center. This is one of 2 facilities that you can come and play basketball. We offer volleyball, pickleball, really anything you can get in the gym, we're willing to bring it out for you.
And I got a question, do any of this has a cost to it, or is this?
It does, yep.
Okay.
So we have different pricing for residents and non-residents. If you're a resident of the city of Florissant, as a youth, I believe it's $3, not 100% positive. And then you can come as a non-resident as well. You just get your card at the front desk here at
Where we going next? You the tour host.
We're gonna go downstairs to the esports gaming room.
Ooh, they got a gaming room. My type of.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know this was so cool.
Cameraman is really going down memory lane. Getting emotional on how
Man, my
amazing
dad used to
the
take
James
us in there,
Eagan
man.
Center, how far it has came. So we actually is in the, what is this called? The
Fusion 314. It's the esports gaming, center.
Gaming Center, right? Which is overly amazing. This is, they have PC games, PlayStation games, Xbox games. They have board games, chess pieces, checkers, everything that these kids can stay entertained. But our cameraman is getting really emotional behind the camera right now about the cry, because he's telling us how he grew up in the James Eagan Center and how so much it has evolved and what it is today.
No, I'm good, man.
So you can see what it looked like up there.
Oh, this was before?
Yeah.
This is what you know?
Yeah, right. This what I know.
Slap
Yeah.
back.
Before and
Slap
after.
back. All right. So this is why our cameraman, Cody, just in case y'all don't know who it is, I just really got to plug his name so when y'all see him, just give him a napkin. This is what he's used to, I guess, the before. This is what it looked like when he was here, and this is what it is now, man. So the innovation and the revamping of this space is amazing, man. But this is why he's crying. So make sure y'all get him a napkin. Happy birthday. It is his birthday. Listen, it is my guy's birthday.
Let's talk about
and listen, I know he don't like being on camera, so let's pass him up so we don't see him. But one thing that you need to know when you're dealing with Van Swinger, you're working on your birthday.
Oh yeah, you gonna put the work in on your birthday.
And as we walk past, just get a quick view of the weight room. People don't want to be on camera. Let's just get a quick view. Welcome to St. Louis. Well, we hop to we hip.
This is the warm-up area, so we use it for the, getting ready to go out on the ice. So hockey teams are in here. You're getting your skates on, keep warm during the winter time. We are transitioning to a sport court where we're going to have roller hockey, public skates, open skates, roller skating, rollerblading, and then we're also going to allow for sport court to be out, or it's going to be a sport court, so there's going to be futsal and maybe even flag football or any other sport that can be played on that same campus. Like an arena.
You're giving us a tour, but what is it that we should know about the James Eagan Center or whatever y'all got going on that the people should know?
A couple things that are coming up. We do summer camp here. It starts in June and we go all the way, or it starts in June and goes to August. So if you're looking for somewhere for your kid to go, they're down here. They'll be able to use the sport court. They'll go roller skating. They go swimming. They do different trips, different field trips to jump parks, movie theaters. So that is also something we offer for the youth. And I know everybody looking for something to put their kid in for the summertime. So
For sure. And so I know you might not have it off the top of their head. So, people to help them out,
What is the cost that's associated with that?
I wouldn't know the cost off the top of my head because it's not something I personally run. But
Right.
if you want to find the price, you can go to the FloresandMO.com for our website, and we can actually give you the link too. So
For sure. We'll definitely post a link. But tap in with Florissant, man. If you're looking for somewhere for your kids to go in the summer, right here, if you're in Florissant, not too far in the heart of Florissant, tap in with the James Eagan Center.
this is actually a good picture to show you because right now it's just concrete out there, but this is us making the ice during the season. So you're gonna see
what is this technique? Like, was I spraying water?
It's water. It's water with paint in it. So you do base layers of regular water, and then you come back and you throw another layers of multiple layers of
So
paint.
what? So yeah, I use the outside elements to freeze. Like, what freezes this?
The concrete has chillers in it, so that's what keeps it cold when it gets up below.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So obviously when it's cold, we don't have to, chillers aren't turned up as high. When it's warm, we gotta turn chillers up, and that's what
And keep it cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, but they lay it down.
Oh, that look tedious. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, follow us. You know what I'm saying? We doing it. My bad, man. Trying to put a hoop. At the soccer field that we was telling you about, that hosts is one of the biggest flag football leagues here in St. Louis. So, tell us about the soccer field, Missy. Just a bunch of grass.
Yeah, a lot of grass. We actually have a couple of different soccer activities that'll be going on. We do a partnership with St. Louis City Soccer doing a play-on activity. I believe registration is actually full for that, but that was a free program. We also do partnerships with Empower North County, and they run soccer programs. They run a fall league over at our other community center out at Coke Park, and that is over 500 kids come and play soccer.
Oh, wow.
So if you're looking for somewhere for your kid to get involved with soccer, we have that as well.
And if you're looking for your kid to get involved with flag football, tap in with the Show Me State League, man. They definitely putting your kids in position to get greater in sports with non-physical contact. If you're just trying to get your kid to begin in football without the physical contact, tap in with the Show Me State League, man. We have flag football for all ages, except high school. I appreciate you for giving us a tour, showing the world what Florissant and the James Eagan Center has for the kids and the youth, and for the adults within the city of Florissant. So once again, thanks for giving us a tour. Anything else before we go that you would like the world to know?
No, I think that being able to see everything we have to offer is important for everybody. So, bring sports back to North County, and I guess we'll start with flag football.
For sure we will.
Welcome back to the fan. We got another great interview with our co-host that's never really here, but he's behind the scenes with Drique. Drique.
What's up? What's up? So
you ain't
I don't
just
mind
the
being
voice.
behind the scenes though, bro. I don't mind.
Okay. But you ain't just the
AKA
voice
the
of the
voice
top.
of the top 10.
Yeah, you ain't just the voice of the top 10. You doing things out here in the community that we wanted to shed a little light on. Like every week we talk to our other hosts. So it's your turn, bro. We just want to know what Drique got going on, man. We heard you coming back to the football world. What you got going on?
All right. So I mean, you know how I always been, Van. I'm really big on development. You know what I mean? And that goes from just sports in general. You know what I mean? I don't like to rush stuff. And a lot of coaches like to rush things to win. So that from the get go, from when I started like just coaching when young, I just figured like there's a lot of rushing going on out here instead of breaking it down, breaking every aspect of what they need to do so they don't get hurt. You know what I mean? So I am coming back to the Seminoles,
Hey,
coming back
What's the name of the
home, coming
team?
back
What's the
home.
name of the team?
Walk them down. Walk them down. I think I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. It's walking down hitters, but I'm gonna have them saying walking down Seminoles so Lawrence don't beat me up.
Okay, longest Seminoles is in the name, we're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Drake, so
man.
hey, dig this though, Drake. Not to cut you off, and people usually say that as they cutting somebody off. But I did hear on the grapevine, man, you know what I'm saying? The commentary behind the top 10 plays, could be a little sweeter.
What you mean?
They say, you know what I'm saying? The word around town is You know what I'm saying? Like the commentary, cool, but it could be better.
Well,
No, I'm
they
messing
should
with
do
you,
it
man.
then.
No, I'm
They
giving
should
you
do
a
it.
hard time, Drake. I'm giving you a
Hey,
hard time, man.
but for real, cause I be when I do it, when I do the commentary, I really try to do it on first take because you know how when you first watch something, you got that funny moment at that time, and when you
For
try to
sure.
rehearse it, it be, oh man, that sound forced. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound forced or nothing like that. Yeah,
For sure.
but
So
I have a lot of fun doing that though.
that's what's up, man. So how do you what be your mindset going into the top 10? Like when you put them together and put them in order, like what are you looking for?
So when Van sends me the videos or the clips that people send in, or I may have clips of myself that I shoot. What I try to do is I look for number one. I look for the best video that I like out of all of them, and not just me. I have a whole council of people who review these videos, so I don't
Okay.
want y'all to think it's a biased situation. So I got a whole count. Remember, I'm a teacher, so I have a council. Literally, like I have all the kids like chime in on like, "Hey, Mr. McIntyre, I like that one better. I like this one." So I let them have their little point of view on it too. So it's not just me; it's really the fan. You know what I mean? It's fans
For
really
sure.
choosing it. So after that, once we figure out number one, when they be like, "Yeah, that's number one," then I go from one on down, and then I just pick the. I do one, and then I pick 10, which is the softest highlight. But I'm glad you in there. So once I can figure out 1 and 10, the rest is pretty easy. The rest is pretty easy.
Look,
Yeah.
You said
Yep.
something that I caught on to, bro. You was like these other coaches kind of want that instant gratification,
Yeah.
right? And I was in the gym when Mayo, you remember Mayo?
Yeah. I know,
And
man.
everybody laughed at Mayo when he was on the team with his pops, bro.
With the
And
Warriors. Oh, you
yeah,
talking
but
about
when
the
he
Warriors? Mayo? That what? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but before
Okay.
before the Warriors, his dad had a little team that nobody really remembers. Well, I guess if he was around, you remember. But
Yeah.
he waited his turn, bro. He took the struggles, he took the L's. But by the time he hit eighth grade, every high school coach wanted Mayo to be a part of that program, and I
Facts.
think that helped
Facts.
his mental to be tougher and not worry about what people say, and to be able to be coachable. And I think it turned him into the player he became, bro. So do you pride your program on? I know you say development, and a lot of people say that, but do you really mean development when you say it?
Oh, I really mean it, man. I don't. If I had kids that I know ain't ready for no tournament, I don't sign them up for tournaments. Like some people do that just to be be seen. I don't do that. So if I have kids that's not ready to do, like, let's talk about basketball, because I am a high school coach. Shout out to Riverview. I coach at Riverview Gardens. But like, we can talk about my high school in general. I'm in a black community where we don't really have the outreach and the resources like other communities do. So what I did was I started a feeder program under Riverview. So with that group of kids, they're not ready to be shot in the fire like that. So it's real development. It's like we do basic drills constantly because repetition helps muscle memory. Muscle memory helps development. That's what I always tell them. You know what I mean? Like the more you do it, the better you're gonna be. The better you're gonna be. And I really just I used I didn't let me be honest. Do you remember then when we were USA first, when I started the focus game program? All right, when I started that, uh, some of them kids at that time, I was trying to jump in the fire because I came from a previous program that was already in the fire. Well, a couple of my kids were, you know what I mean? So I'm not talking as if I didn't make them mistakes. You know what I mean? But I learned from what all coaches should do, learn from your mistakes to become a better coach. You know what I mean? I was young at the time. You know what I mean? So I learned like the process I was making. I had kids that were uh 3 or 4 kids that were ready, and some of the kids weren't, and their development really didn't catch up until sixth, seventh grade. And I started them at third, and I learned like from my lower groups, from that group, like, okay, I really have to be basic with them. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really about development. To answer your question in a short form, yeah, I'm
Well, it
really.
wasn't nothing about that short.
I know it. I know it.
Nothing.
I know it.
Listen, nothing about that was short.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, Drique, man, and I do believe that, man. And so, me being a first year coach, and now, granted, yes, I do have a ton of knowledge as far as playing the game of football, just because of the roads traveled, the coaches I was able to learn up under. But coaching is a different aspect. You know what I'm saying? So, what advice would you have for starting coaches? You know what I'm saying?
Get
What would
your ego. Get
what
your
words
ego
of
out of
advice
it.
would you give me as a starting coach?
No
Huh?
ego involved. So what you did don't matter. What you did as Lawrence Maroney does not matter to them kids. All right. What matters is how can you break down what you did and show them? You know what I mean? Some players can't turn coach because they don't understand that you have God given talents. You know what I mean? Like what Lawrence Maroney can do on the field, all them other kids cannot do because there was something special about you. Now they can develop it. So what you got to do is show how to teach them to develop their talents that they have. You know what I mean? Every kid's
For
not
sure.
cookie cutter.
I'm with you.
Well, I'm gonna go back before I'm gonna let Lawrence close you out, but I'm gonna go back to what you said because I remember
Let.
when you was USA. What I say wrong? When you was USA focus game, right? And hey Lawrence, I took Drique to Chicago. That boy wanted to jump in there. We got back. That boy said, "I need a tournament a week," and I'm sitting there like, "Boy, I ain't even playing a tournament a week." And I actually got a little whip. You know what I'm saying? But so it's good to hear that you grown, man, from where you was, bro. But
Yeah.
you back in football, and
Yep.
and I'm excited to see what you do, man. Do you got a full staff? What age are you doing? Let the people know.
So I'm doing 9U. I have two guys on with me. One they both played at Hazelwood Central. I have two guys that's planning on helping me, and this is gonna be their first year coaching. But I man, I didn't buy all the kids mouthpieces. Man, I'm excited, bro. I didn't. I'm Yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm telling you, I'm ready because football was one of my sports that I loved in my life, but I didn't pursue it like I wanted to. So I I'm ready to make a real big. I want to jumble the pot a little bit. That's what I'm trying to say. So
In the
yeah, I'm
9U
excited,
bracket,
bro.
huh?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna get ugly out there. For all them other teams out there, it's gonna get ugly. Cause y'all gonna be like, man, this is a new team, this ain't nothing but I think organization, being organized is a key to having a good team. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
hey,
So that's all I got planned is being organized, bro.
hey, listen, dog was trying to, get all out of control, man. I ain't want him to be messing up your powerful speech, man. So I had to, tell Fido to be cool before he got irate, you know what I'm saying, on this podcast. You feel me? But no, man. But listen though, man. Like some would say, by you jumping off in the deep end like that, you gonna put a target on your back. And if you're starting off as a new team, do
Man,
you
I'm
have
gonna wear a
the
t-shirt with a target on it.
Okay, talk that talk then, Dree. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I was trying to help you. You might want to reverse out the driveway, get some stuff together, you
Hey
know what I'm
man,
saying? At
hey,
least things
no,
get
people know I come from a good place, bro. I come from a good place. I mean no harm. I mean no harm. I like to talk.
you just know what you're
All
working
right,
with.
man. I'm looking at this time, man. We got to get out of here. But Drique, we look forward to your top 10 plays, bro. We
And
look
I
forward to.
and I appreciate you, Van, and I appreciate you, Lawrence, bro. Cause Van, you introduced me to Lawrence. Lawrence, you showed me you a stand out, bro. I rock with you, bro. Straight
I
up, straight
appreciate
up.
that.
And my
Appreciate
peoples
that.
told me some background. My cousin, you a standout dude. Van, I appreciate you too, bro.
Oh, okay, because his is kind of longer than mine, and I know you
Bro,
longer.
Wow.
but
Hey, listen.
Van,
We gonna,
Hey,
Van is
Drake.
I just
Drake.
met Lawrence like
Drake.
personally
Drake. You
this
don't
year.
have to explain yourself.
Van,
You
you like
said
my
what you said.
cousin, cuz.
Listen,
Everybody think Van my cousin, bro.
Drake. Listen, you don't backpedal no other time.
I
Don't
don't. You
backpedal
right
now.
about it. You right. You
Listen,
right.
you said what you said and stand on it.
You right. You right. Van, you know you got a special place in my heart, bro.
Oh, look at him. He got to rub his shoulder. He can't fire you from this. He can't fire you
hey
from this.
man,
He ain't gonna, listen, they used to you on the top 10 voices, man. He can't fire you. You locked in now.
Bro. Yeah, ain't can't nobody do it like us, like me on that mud. Or I'm giving credit to the kids too. They be choosing.
For sure.
hey, absolutely, man. But I appreciate you, Drake.
Yep.
Me and Lawrence, man. It's been another great interview, man. See you next time on the fan.
All right, y'all.
Peace. Cody, make sure you get my two-step in there too. He hit with the thank you.
You?
Man,
Oh,
Cody
yo,
out.
look at this.